You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Australia's Prime Minister proposed tougher gun laws after two gunmen killed 15 people in a mass shooting targeting a Jewish festival at a Sydney beach. The alleged attackers, a father and son, fired into crowds packing the beach for the start of Hanukkah on Sunday evening. Investigations continues in Bondi Beach attack as police raided the home of the alleged gunman. The father was killed at the scene while his 24-year-old son was in critical condition in hospital. Australian media has named them as Sajid Akram and his son Naveed Akram. 40 people still remain in hospital following the attack, including two police officers who are in a serious but stable condition. The victims were aged between 10 and 87. Meanwhile, police confirmed the 50-year-old father was licensed to hold 6 firearms, which they believed were used in the shootings. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said it was time to consider whether the country's gun laws needed to be tightened up again.
The government is prepared to take whatever action is necessary. Included in that is the need for tougher gun laws. This afternoon at 4 o'clock, I will put on the agenda of the National Cabinet tougher gun laws, including limits on the number of guns that can be used or licensed by individuals. Quite clearly, the Howard government's gun laws have made an enormous difference in Australia and are a proud moment of reform, quite rightly, achieved across the Parliament with bipartisan support. If we need to toughen these up, if there's anything we can do, I'm certainly up for it, and I hope to get National Cabinet on board for that this afternoon as well.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar spoke to Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong and conveyed his condolences about the Bondi Beach terrorist attack and offered New Delhi's fullest support. And for more on what this means for Australia, we are joined by Nazia Alvi Rahman. Nazia, hello. Going forward, what kind of steps is the government taking to ensure incidents of this nature do not happen again?
Government has already announced that going forward, it will be more of a preventive, they'll take a lot of preventive measures. As I already mentioned, that security has been enhanced around all Jewish community places, synagogues, schools, and extra funding has been announced for Jewish community, particularly for the security of Jewish community. What is very important here to mention is that anti-Semitism has been on rise in Australia since October 7, 2023, since the Hamas and Israel conflict started. And early this year, a special envoy was asked to make guidelines on how we can contain it, and some very strict guidelines were made effective a couple of months ago, wherein any university where even a single case of anti-Semitism is reported, or it feels like that the university is not able to contain it, the funding would be reduced or withheld. That was one. And second, even the visas of a lot of, at least 4 to 5 cases of cancellation of visas of people who had anti-Semitic views, or even any kind of very extreme right-wing views were cancelled in last 4 months by the Home Ministry. They have also announced measures like very, very close scrutiny of media reporting so that this doesn't fuel further. Another thing which is important here to mention is that gun laws are very strict in Australia, but these two gunmen, these two shooters last night had 6 licensed arms, which is something very alarming for the government. So they have already announced that they're going to relook into the gun laws of the country.
All right, Nazia, thank you so much. We'll leave it there.